Namaste, welcome back. We are discussing universal human values. In the previous session, we have explored on trust. So, at the end of the session, we also took this assignment to watch the video right here. So, today we'll be discussing on that video discussion right here, right now. So, we took this assignment for us. Now, can you recall this slide from the video? So, what was the discussion? Anyone can tell?
A boy scolds his mother, sir, and his mother scolds his maid, sir.
Yeah, you can.
His mother scolds his maid, sir, and that maid scolds her daughter, and she becomes angry upon an auto driver.
Yeah.
That's the.
So, there was discussion happening between them. He's saying, let's go to movie, but she was into irritation. She was in reaction. No? So then he also get triggered from that reaction and then goes with the auto and he shouts at kid who is on skating. And the reaction thereafter, it continues. And in the first part, if you see, the kid has dropped the coconut and the coconut person got reacted and he gave, instead of 12 rupees coconut, a 10 rupees, and that boss of that company has fired the attender of that office, and that attender has showed that reaction unto the boy who knows him while taking the lift. Then finally that boy makes a accident. And who is that person who got accident? Who scolded or who got reaction on?
His mother.
So what do you understand by this? The reaction from one person to another person to another person. So the overall the reaction is a
Chain.
And if you see the second part, so what is happening between grandmother and the granddaughter?
They show response towards each other.
Yeah. So initially the grandmother was not accepting for the marriage of the granddaughter because she assumes that all South Indians are bad. But the boy who helped her to take the luggage is also a
South Indian.
Now her preconditioning has
Changed.
Then she accepted granddaughter to get married to
South Indian.
where she has liked her, and she tells that you go to Baroda and get married. So the discussion in part 2 is a response. Now where it is started? Part 2. It started that boy who has shouted on mother came out and then appreciated the brother. That positive response, that response has carried forward to the girl and the father of the girl and then the driver of that person, and then it went on to boy. Then the boy has helped the old lady and that lady has given responsible acceptance to the granddaughter. Then the granddaughter has experienced this response and shared with this response to the boy she want to get married. After that, the girl says, "We'll meet in 1 hour. You come to railway station." The boy also, with response, he prepares and goes, but he saw that accident and he helped that person because he is basically a doctor. Okay, this is part 2. So now you see this part 2. This is also a cycle, right? Chain, but it is response. These are the 2 parts that we have watched. Even a single happy person has an impact on others. Can we see that if we are happy, the people around also will be happy? And similarly, an unhappy person has an impact on others. He is already disturbed. With his reaction, the other also get triggered. So when you see what is response, what is reaction, When we are in response, we decide our own feeling on our own right. We don't decide our feeling based on the others. It is based on right understanding. You always have the right feeling. It is definite and unconditional. It's not going to change. You have right understanding and right feeling within. The behavior of other is only an indicator of their state of the other. If the other is getting reaction or showing reaction, who is disturbed? The other is disturbed. It is his state. But if now I take that reaction, that trigger, and then I get into reaction, now who is in reaction? Myself. So, whatever be the state of other, I will have right understanding, right feeling. I will take the input of the other and I decide my own behavior and I will be trying to help the other and I will be having this mutual happiness ensured. I decide my own behavior. The outside is only a trigger. But who is deciding the feeling? Myself. Now I am in self-organized. I don't change my conduct time to time. My conduct is definite now. This is when I am in response. But if I am in reaction, my feeling is decided by me or others. It is based on the behavior of others. It is based on their likes and dislikes. If the other behaves properly with me, I will be happy and I will have right feeling. I behave also properly. But if other misbehaves, then I will have a wrong feeling. I also start react. I will also start misbehave. Now my remote control is with others. Whenever he press happy button, I will be happy. Whenever he presses unhappy button, I am self-organized or I am enslaved. Enslaved. My behavior is based on the others outside incidents. Can my conduct will be definite or indefinite? Indefinite. We can able to see this. Now you can respond to these questions where these are reactions or responses. Grandmother telling Shruti to elope means what is that? You run away with your boyfriend and get married. Your father is always like that. Don't bother about your father. Is it response or reaction?
Response. Sir, it is reaction only.
Yeah, why you think it's reaction?
Sir, because grandmother thinks after the South Indian help to grandmother. Based on that only he decided to marry grand.
But when she says run away, don't bother about your father. Now, is there response or reaction? Because they are not considering the relationship in the overall harmony in the family. Again, the father will get into reaction. So, it is influenced by Shruti's likes and dislikes rather than for overall harmony in the. It may make Shruti excited for some time, but what about Shruti's father?
He will get into reaction.
He will be unhappy. No? There will be disharmony. We have to see. No? Doctor helps injured by. Is it response or reaction?
Response.
Shruti drops the bag when the doctor does not arrive in time. Have you observed at the last she throws? Why? She again doubts the intention of the doctor. He always comes late. So when you doubt on intention of other, that is reaction. She don't know actually what is happened. No? He is helping that boy. That's why he is getting late. So doubt on intention, mistrust. Auto driver offering tickets to mate's daughter. Is it response or reaction? What is happening? Yeah, if his intention is to help her with right feeling, then it's a response. His intention is only to take for movie, for pleasure, for excitement, for some time, then it may not be bringing harmony within. So these are very things like that. In video you can observe different discussion between two persons and see whether it is a response or reaction. In our own interactions in a day, how much time, how much percentage of time we are responding, how much percentage of time we are. So in 24 hours, how much time I got into reaction, how much time I got into response. We can all do that and note down our observations. Then what is the effort required to progress from reaction to response? What we should do? I have to develop and I have to be aware of my feelings. Yes, she told that to develop right understanding. About I had to understand about the relationship, trust. We'll be discussing this very detail in UHV 2 course that you will be taking in the next coming semesters. So, and also I should aware of my imaginations, my desires, thought, expectations, and I have to develop right feelings within. Also, I try to repair the damage that has done in the past. Wherever I showed reaction, I would have lost many good friends, family members. I don't talk now with them. Now I can start go and approach them with feeling of relationship. Then clearly see that what is the intention and what is the competence. I am also doing mistake sometimes with lack of competence only. And they are also doing the mistake because lack of competence. Now I am clear. Now I can go and talk to them and improve the relationship. Response is naturally accepted. Reaction is not naturally accepted. When somebody shows reaction on you, is it naturally acceptable to you? Similarly, when you show reaction on the other, it's not naturally acceptable for the other also. Reaction could be positive or negative, but it is not based on right understanding and right feeling. Sometimes we show angry, no, to get the things done. They say if you don't show angry, if you are not strict, how can be the work done? Right? In a class also you can see that we'll be shouting, getting angry. By seeing that fear, we will be doing the things. No? We think that it's a positive reaction, but reaction is a reaction. You have feeling of opposition to them. Maybe you have done work, but are you have feeling of relationship for them or opposition? Are you comfortable when they are shouting on you? Yeah. So that what we have to see. We have to observe all these things and it will help us. We will take some home assignments. Note your behavior throughout the day at home, at college, workplace. List out how many times you responded in your behavior and how many times you reacted. Calculate the percentage of reaction and response in your behavior. And note any two situations where you reacted previously. Now, what would you have been your response in those two situations, everything else remaining the same? Instead of getting reaction, if you are responded to that situation, what will be this? Everything is same. But instead of reacting, what if you would have been in response? Right? In those situation, if you have not reacted, you have responded, how it will be? How it would have been? Will it lead to harmony or disharmony? When we went into reaction mode, it went into disharmony, unhappy, arguments, fights, contradictions. So the more and more time I am developing this right understanding, right feeling within, I try to be more responsible. Maybe I will not be able to see now continuously, but compared to the previous, now I am in response more time. Right? That's why it is very important to understand the trust, and trust and intention is response, doubt and intention is reaction. So that's it for this video discussion. If you have any questions, we'll take it up. Any questions? Okay, namaste.